Good day. My name is Dr. Adeyemi Adedapo of the Department of Educational Foundations, Faculty of Education, National Open University of Nigeria. I welcome you into the class of EDT821, Instructional Task Analysis and Psychological Basis of Instructional Media. Today, we are going to discuss definition of related terms used in educational technology and purposes of instructional technology. Come along. I'm sure you will enjoy the interaction. Thank you. And God bless.
Welcome into EDT821, Instructional Task Analysis and Psychological Basis of Instructional Media class. The topic we are going to discuss today is definitions of related terms used in educational technology. Definitions of related terms used in educational technology. With these intended learning outcomes. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the following terms: educational technology, technology of education, technology in education, instruction, instructional technology. You should be able to list the roles of educational technology in education and enumerate the benefits of educational technology in teaching learning process. We need to ask this question: what is technology? Technology originated from tool-making tradition. A tool is any device like stick, hoe, cutlass, panel saw, scissors, etc., etc., hammer, spanner, screwdriver, and so on and so forth. A tool is any device which enables its user to engage in activities which otherwise would have been tiresomely difficult to achieve or to do. The technical means for improving productivity, that is, a tool, can also be referred to as technical means for improving human productivity. A tool can be referred to as the use of machine to eliminate manual labor. Instead of while making use of a hand, bare hands to clear bush, you can employ the use of cutlass, mower, and so on and so forth to clear bush. So these definitions of technology or tool are narrow and mere definitions of tool. The definition of technology are narrow and mere definitions of tool. An accepted definition of technology is the systematic application of scientific knowledge to achieve a particular practical purpose. That is, a systematic application of scientific knowledge to achieve a particular practical purpose. Also, what is education? Education translated from the Latin root educo or educare. The word education means to lead or I lead. In other words, education implies showing the way. In principle, education is the process by which a person or group of persons lead in the art of acquiring knowledge or experience. So education involves all the experiences that an individual is exposed to, which brings about positive improvement on his skills, on his attitudes and knowledge, and which leads to the improvement of the environment in which he lives. Then, what is educational technology? How can we define education technology? We've seen how we define education, how we define technology. Now the word educational technology. Educational technology is the application of scientific knowledge about learning and condition of learning to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of teaching, training, and learning. So it is the study and ethical practice of facilitating learning and improving performance by creating, using, managing appropriate technological process and resources. So our share for educational communications and technology, ACT 2011 definitions. The term education is a misunderstood expression. It is often used to describe the machinery of hardware of education or a highly structured approach to teaching, like program instruction. However, it is an umbrella term that embraces the application of scientific knowledge in the field of education, according to UNICEF 2019. It's misunderstood. Some people define the term education technology the way they perceive it. Some say education technology has to do with machines, has to do with products of engineering that we normally use in teaching learning process. So also like program instruction or a highly structured approach to teaching. But however, education technology is an umbrella term that embraces the application of scientific knowledge in the field of education. We'll learn more about education technology in this course. So we'll start you off by giving you the definitions and terms using educational technology. Some events that are needed for learning and purpose of instructional technology, instructional system design, and also educational technology. The meaning of educational technology, wrong interpretation of educational technology as a concept and as a field of study has come of age. People have wrong notion about educational technology. So to many, it is a discipline associated with the use of audiovisual media in education. So the moment they see products of engineering, they say, education technology have come. These education technology people have come. So they've associated the discipline with the use of audiovisual media in education. Whereas they have no idea of this, the concept of educational technology. As you can see, we are seeing laptop and also digital photographic camera. So also we are seeing people, brainstorming. This is what they call video conferencing. You're in a seminar or in a conference. So some use the term software and hardware as synonyms of education technology, whereas they have a wrong notion about education technology. Hardware items are equipment that we can use we can see, we can touch, we can feel, we can use to retrieve information from software, we can use to project information from software, we can use to amplify information. We use public address system to amplify information with this mic or with information that is stored in flash drive, in memory cards, CD, or other devices. We use public address system to amplify it. We use this video also to retrieve information from software. You can store information in flash drive as you can store it in memory card. You can equally store information in a compact disk. And the corresponding software for all this is this device. So also we have software. This software transparency is a corresponding software for this overhead project. So that is one reason why we define technology in education as application of electromechanical device. products of engineering. These are products of engineering. So hardware is being referred to as items that you can see, you can touch, you can feel. And you can use to retrieve information from software. You can use to transmit information in the area of projector. We can use to amplify information in the area of the public address system. So these are hardware items, they are corresponding softwares. Whereas some people are comfortable with the term teaching machine as in many of education technology. In Nigeria, the difference in the two disciplines of introductory technology and educational technology or instructional technology are often overlooked. So the truth of the matter is that none of the above could actually be taken as correct interpretation of many of educational technology concepts. Because educational technology is an umbrella. It's broad. So within educational technology, we come across instructional technology, introductory technology. Even technology of education technology in education, and some other key terms. Combination of definition of education and technology, when we put the two together as we design and we define education technology. We have also considered the definitions of education and technology. So it is possible to state that education technology is the application and organization of people, you and I, methods, ideas, techniques, findings, devices, equipment, and materials systematically in order to solve teaching and learning problems. It's like when you are trying to define economics, that economics is a social science subject that deals with scarcity, want, scale of preference, and so on and so forth. Also, or you are trying to define geography, or you are trying to define social studies, or you are trying to define other school subjects that will find all the key components of the discipline in that definition. So study has to do with the study of man and his environment. So with this, we equally have what we have audio media. Like audio media now. So someone trying to say education technology has to do with audio media. These are teaching learning devices that appeal to the auditory sense. They consist of radio sets, audio recording machines such as audio tapes, disc machines, telephone, and walkie-talkie. Visual media, these are instructional media that appeal to the sense of seeing, eyes. Most graphics are in this family of instructional media. They include pictures, photographs, diagrams, charts, and cartoons. Still pictures such as slides, film strip, and transparency are in this category too, so of visual media. Also, we have audiovisual, the combinations of the two. These are instructional materials that have the capacity to provide issues in form of pictures and audio effects. In form of commentaries on the pictures simultaneously, examples of media in this category are the television, video tape player, film strip slides with inbuilt or synchronized sound. We need to know what is technology in education. I've been mentioning it, but technology in education is not the same as educational technology. It's a subset of educational technology. It is the application of technology to the processes involved in operating institution of learning. That is, application of electromechanical devices or products of engineering into education in order to improve the quality of instruction. Technology in education is related to the use of educational media such as visual, audio, and audiovisual learning materials in the course of teaching and learning process. In the course of teaching and learning processes. It's also called instructive technology. Also called instructive technology. Technology of education, unlike technology in education, deals with behavioral technology. This one deals with behavioral technology, technology of education, but technology of education is that of a science, that is an engineering technology. This one is process approach. Technology of education is product approach. This one is software approach. Technology in education is hardware approach. So the methodological concept of the application of technology for the benefit of teaching and learning. So it is goal-directed and purposeful. So it is the systematic method of designing, developing, evaluating, and utilizing resources to achieve instructional objectives and to solve teaching and learning problems. So technology of education is all about ideas, it's all about findings, it's all about methods, techniques of education. Educational technology. The concept of educational technology. Now let us look at the concept of education technology very well. To my right hand side, we have technology of education. To my left hand side, we have technology in education. So under technology in education, we are referring to men, we are referring to machines, we are referring to ideas, we are procedures, technology. Under technology of education, we are referring to systems approach to education. Under technology in education, we have materials, activities, settings. We have hardware, we have software of education. We are under technology of education, we have behavioral science technology. So when we combine the two together, we now have instructional system. Instructional system. That is, the whole of education technology is all about instructional system. At the end of the course, we'll be referring to learners as problem solvers because of what we are going to discuss, because of the processes, procedures we need to follow when we are solving an identified problem. This now leads us to this class activity. We have to differentiate between technology in education and technology of education. To differentiate between technology in education and technology of education. I would advise that you just pause the video and then go through the activity. In conclusion, education technology is a discipline that is difficult to define because education technology is new. It's not as old as history, geography, physics, chemistry, biology. So as a result, so its meaning can be derived from the two components of technology in education and technology of education. It's an eclectic discipline because it borrows ideas from other fields like psychology, sociology, philosophy, computer, learning, engineering, and so on and so forth. Attempts have been made to present the 4 levels at which educational technology can be described. Examples of media in the aspect of technology in education were also provided, where efforts were made to explain the concept of technology of education. A working definition of education technology was also provided. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your attention and meet in class. Thank you.